All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the pathway tool to do some different things. You already know how to create a path to have the enemy follow along on it. There's other options that you have with the pathway tool. Whenever you have the pathway tool selected, by the way, it works best with the mouse. I'm not sure it even works at all really with the Xbox controller, at least not when you are first creating it. So I'm going to be showing you how to do everything with the mouse. So select the pathway tool. If you're just trying to create a pathway, you just come out here and you left click with your mouse right to create your pathway. Oops. Um, Other options you have with your pathway tool, instead of left clicking, if you right click, it will give you more options. So you can do a plain path with it, you can add a wall, you can add a road, you can do flora. So I'm going to show you something with the road to start with. So let's just say road. So it started with my first point where I clicked, and then I'll make a couple more points across here. All right, and then you always right click to end when you're done. Okay, so there's my road, so I can span a gap with the road, obviously across two pieces of land. That's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is you can turn this road into a bridge. And to do that, all you have to do is just right click on the nodes that you want to change the height of. And you select change height, and you can just adjust how tall you want it to be. And I'll do the same thing with this one. I could have paid attention to that number I chose instead of just eyeballing it, but this will work just fine too. There we go. And now if I click away to the play, now you can see what it looks like. A lot of times you have to hit play before it actually shows you what it's going to appear. So that's a way you can make a bridge. A lot of students ask me if there's any way to make something that you can go under. And I don't know if there's any other terrain tool that allows you to create something that you can pass under other than the pathway tool. So if you want to make a bridge or a tunnel, this is the best way to do it. And you can also play around with this. If you right click on those nodes, you can change the type, and that will change the type of that entire pathway. So you can widen it, it appears there. You can make it so there's not an underpass, it's just a solid piece of road. So you could play around with that. That's a wall. If I right click and do wall instead, this is another good thing that you can do with your, oops, add more nodes with your tool here. You can use it to make a wall. So that could be really handy in your games as well. Instead of trying to build terrain to serve as walls, you can actually use the pathway tool to create a wall. So just want to make sure you knew options you had with that pathway tool. So check that out if you're interested in using that in your game.